With marijuana dispensaries possibly opening in Maine as early as June, the law to govern these shops is in its final stages, thanks to the Marijuana Task Force.
Well, the group charged with outlining the law, that is, but some aren't happy with how the law has taken shape. Angela DeMillo continues her special report tonight. Angela?
While the medical marijuana law could be a doorway to legalize marijuana, many of those who will be using and distributing marijuana say there are so many regulations involved, the law will be bad for business.
Don LaRoche was turned down by several doctors before he was prescribed medical marijuana for his glaucoma.
Right now it's tough because doctors don't want it. They're afraid to. I don't see it getting any better unless they're forced to do this.
LaRoche says even with the new medical marijuana law, it will be difficult for patients like him to receive a prescription, and he may be right. Many hospitals, like Acadia Hospital in Bangor, are prescribing Marinol, a pill version. They won't prescribe smokable marijuana.
In some states, there's been much larger use than other people expected. In others, it really hasn't been widely distributed. I don't know how physicians who treat patients with HIV disease, with loss of appetite from cancer or chronic neurologic diseases, I don't know how receptive they'll be to prescribing. If they prescribe it, then I expect we'll see more people who have a problem with overuse.
That it's a very dangerous drug. It really causes a subtle decline in many people over years that's much harder to actually pinpoint in terms of saying this is a problem that I have because I smoke too much marijuana.
But for those who don't see marijuana as a threat,
marijuana is a God-given herb.
They'd like medical marijuana to become a sustainable business, though the law requires dispensaries to be non-profit.
I would love to see it be kind of a, like a cottage industry here in the state. If we have the reciprocity like it's written in the law now, if they keep that, patients from other states will come here to get their medicine as opposed to coming here with their medicine.
The law also regulates the number of plants grown and the amount of product produced, which frustrates some cultivators.
If we're allowed to grow the 6 plants per patient and let us figure out how to grow, we're farmers, then we should be allowed to. It's kind of like, regulating growing squash.
But both medical marijuana patients and those growing might have trouble locating dispensaries. City councils in Brewer and Ellsworth have approved a 6-month moratorium on medical marijuana dispensaries, and other towns are expected to follow. While members of the task force say the law is written to prevent illegal activities, members of the medical marijuana community say the law is too constricting and will hinder the process. All interested parties will have the chance to speak on the topic when the bill reaches the Maine legislature.
Brewer, Ellsworth, Auburn, South Portland, and other municipal offices say they need time to create rules on where marijuana retailers will be allowed in their towns. Bangor and Portland officials are already working to incorporate marijuana dispensaries into city zoning regulations. To see this story again, log on to WABI TV and click on Features.